Okay, so today I'm going to try to rep 400 pounds. My training protocol, my training program is calling for 2 to 4 reps in a 90% of my 1 rep max range. I don't know what my 1 rep max really is at the moment. I haven't tested it in quite some time. It's been a long time since I've tested it. But if I could rep 400 pounds for somewhere between 2 to 4 reps, that would make me very happy. I think that would be a good testament to me making progress in the weight room and getting stronger. So that's what I'm going to try today. I'm going to try to put 400 pounds on my back and see if I can go up and down with it 2 to 4 times. So let's see what happens. Right now I got my cranberry juice with salt. That's what I like to use for workouts. I'm going to start warming up right now. So let's see what happens. Alright, I'll take you guys through my warm-up routine here. This is a Rogue CB4 bar. It's 60 pounds in weight. And I'm just going to do the bar for 4 to 5 reps initially. I practice on staying real tight all the way down. And I just do 4 to 5 reps real quick. I'll bring you guys through my warm-up routine just so you guys can see a little bit of how I like to prepare for heavy squatting. Felt good. Felt good. I really like to break sweat before I get to my main work set, so I like very thorough warm-ups. Alright, another thing that I like to use a lot to warm up are bands. The reason I like them so much is that it allows me to warm up some of those muscle groups that are important in a heavy back squat. But, you know, I don't want to squat the bar 50 times to warm up those muscle groups, you know. That's going to, you know, create a bit more fatigue than I'd like for my work set. So what I like to do is I like to use bands to give some extra warm-up volume to some of those other muscle groups that I like to use in the back squat, or that should be used in the back squat. So like, say, for example, you know, your lats, your back, and stretching them out and warming them up and getting them ready for the task at hand. And like I said before, you know, could I just, you know, squat the bar up and down and use that as my warm-up? Of course. And would that work? Yeah, of course it would work. The only thing is that me personally, in order for me to get those upper body muscle groups properly warmed up with just the movement pattern itself, I'd have to do like a bunch of squats. So, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to squat more than I need to be able to perform my work set, break sweat. So that's why I like to use bands as an assistance warm-up tool and be able to get some good stretching of the pecs, right? So right now I'm stretching my pecs, stretching of the back, the lats, practice curling and bending that band, because that's what you do with the bar on your back. You should be bending it hard on your back. Obviously not actual bend, but that's what you should be aiming for, more or less. Just 4. That's what felt good right there. Just 4. I said 5, but all we did was 4. That's fine. All right, put a plate on each side. Plate on each side, and then do some more reps. Warm up. Strength Co plates. Best plates in the market, I'm telling you guys. Until you try them, you don't know. But once you try them, be careful because you never want to go back. You won't want to use normal plates again. So, just a friendly warning, don't say I didn't tell you. All right, throwing on a couple more plates on there. A couple more strength co plates. That's gonna make it 250 on the bar. A couple more strength co plates, 250 on the bar. So, how am I feeling so far? Good. You know, last week I only lifted once. I did 1 day of volume squatting and deadlifting, and that's because I was in Austin, Texas last week training. So because of that, the training in Austin takes so much out of me that I don't really want to make the time or the effort to lift while I'm there. I want to spend my time training as much as possible so I can learn as much as possible. So for that reason, I put lifting in the back burner while I'm in Austin. And then once I come back home, I start to balance both jiu-jitsu and lifting out again. So, with that said, my body was pretty sore. Yes, you know, leading into this weekend because of all the jiu-jitsu training I did, so I was pretty sore. My back is still a tiny bit sore, but nothing crazy. But it is a tiny bit sore still. I can still feel it. But that doesn't mean that we can't do great things in the weight room still. All right, I'm gonna rep out 250 pounds a little bit. So I'm not gonna lie, 250 actually felt a bit heavier than I thought it was going to. So I don't know what that means for 400. Back is a bit sore, so rolling it out on the floor like that feels real good. All right, putting on a couple plates and then gonna hit maybe 2 reps at 330. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, that moved well. That moved real nice. I'm gonna do just one more rep at 330 before I go up to 400 pounds. Just because I wanna make sure I'm properly warmed up. So I'm gonna do one more rep at 330. I'm gonna try to move it real fast. Let's see what happens real quick. Can't overestimate how important your warm-up is. Have to warm up properly, with intention. Get your body warm, ready to go. Alright, it didn't move as fast as I wanted it to, but still, it moved fast, so we're going to try 400. Let's go, baby. Alright, let's load the bar up. That means a 25 and a 10 on each side, because remember, my bar here is already 60 pounds, it's not a 45-pound bar, so to get to 400 on this bar, I got to add a strength code 25 and a 10 on each side. Let's do it. Alright, so obviously 400 is a big jump in weight from 330, so a little bit of mental games, gymnastics going on right now. Am I nervous? Yeah, 100% I'm nervous. And that's probably, honestly, that's one of the good things about barbell training is you get nervous. And you get nervous, and a lot of the same ways. You get nervous right before you're going to compete. So I am experiencing some nerves at the moment. So 400 pounds is a lot of weight, and the idea of moving it, you know, for more than one rep is a little daunting. So I'm not going to lie. So right now it's just a little bit of that mental gymnastics, making sure I feel good for the rep, and then just giving it a go and seeing what happens, not being afraid to fail. Okay guys, here it goes. 400 pounds. Again, the goal is to try to go somewhere between 2 to 4 reps here. Honestly, I don't even know if I'll get 1 rep. We'll see what happens, okay? But even if I got 2, that would be a huge accomplishment for me, okay? So even if I just got 2 reps, that would be a big deal for me. Let's see what happens. Alright, so obviously that didn't go the way I wanted it to. That first rep, I watched the video back right now, that first rep, it moves so smooth and it was great. And you know, after I did that first rep, I was like, oh, 100%, I can do more than 1. And I lost my form on that second one. And when you're dealing with weights that heavy, you know, a small compromise in your form makes a big difference. So I lost my form on that second one. If you look at my chin shot up on that second rep, and that kills your hip drive. So I needed to keep my chin down, and I didn't do that, so I paid the price. So also, you know, I am very tired from all the jiu-jitsu volume I've been taking in lately. I've been taking in quite a bit of jiu-jitsu volume. I pretty much had 1 day of rest yesterday to kind of recover, where I just didn't do anything all day long. I just did a little bit of sauna. That's it. So I think all in all, it's still a positive thing. I think if I was to do this again in the near future, I could probably hit it. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick back off set at 360 pounds because I didn't hit my goal for that top weight set. But I did hit 400. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick back off set at 360. 3 to 4 reps just to get some good workout volume in. I do feel slightly fatigued. I can kind of feel it in my legs. Like I said, I think if I hadn't just come off from a tough week of jiu-jitsu training, like, you know, obviously I train my ass off when I'm in Austin. I think I could have repped 400 pounds, but that was not the case today, and that's okay. When you can't do what you want, you do what you can. Okay, 360 pounds, just gonna bang out a few reps right here real quick. So I'm on my way now to go train with Michael Zenga and Nate Morrison in Peabody, Mass at Invictus Training Center. Just some post-training thoughts. My wife had come into the room right after I had finished those squats, and she was like, "You look tired." And I was like, "Yeah, I feel tired." So now that I have had a bit more time to be awake, I am kind of realizing that I am more tired than I thought I was when I went into that set. So
Just to reiterate that, I think obviously, even though I failed the set, I think overall it's a success for me. That's one of the beautiful things about barbell training that people don't realize, that true challenging barbell training will reveal to you how you are actually doing and how you actually feel, and that's data that you can take and you can make improvements off of that. So that's I'm such a huge fan of barbell training, and that's one of the reasons why, is that it actually tells you how you're doing and how you're feeling. So one of the things that was revealed to me through that set this morning is that I'm actually more tired than I thought I was. So, and I think it's just from all the jiu-jitsu volume I took in while I was in Austin, Texas. You do hard rounds with Nicholas Marigali every day, and you start to feel tired after a while. But I think the big win here is that I learned today that even when I'm very tired, and even when I have accumulated a lot of jiu-jitsu fatigue, even then my body is still strong enough where I can squat 400 pounds, even if it's just for one rep. So that's a positive, and that's encouraging to me, and that is something that I'm going to take as a win, and I'm going to continue to improve on it. All right, guys, I'm here in Invictus with the owner, Nate. Great gym if you're in the Peabody, Massachusetts area, right? Beverly? I'm tired. Beverly. All right, guys. Look at it. Check this place out. Look how beautiful these mats are. Look at this. So, nice clean place to train. They got showers. They got sauna here. Can't beat that, baby. How's it going, Nate?
It's going well, man. We're just getting excited. We're going to do some training with Mike, Zenga. What are we covering today? Any goals in mind?
I think today we're going to go over Heisting for Michael.
Man, it's made a huge difference when he starts to come up. He always goes to his back, and the second he starts coming up, he becomes a lot more dangerous.
Yeah.
He's been just getting the cross collar and just plowing me down lately.
Yeah,
I hate that it works.
The biggest challenge with Michael coming up is obviously that's a lot of poundage. So it's like asking like a 4x4 truck to, like, I don't know. You're thinking about towing up or like jacking up a 4x4 truck. It's going to take more time and effort.
It's a lot of horsepower.
I like to call it a lot of cow power.
It'll be good. He's getting a lot better. He's getting dangerous.
Adam Bradley kind of got fucked against Pixley.
Really?
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Wait.
So guys, I'm here with Mike. We're gonna just do a quick little session here. I think we're working on Heisting today, right?
Gonna work on some Heisting, and I want to work out some half butterfly stuff. But mostly like bottom game from bad positions.
So Mike's been trying to obviously constantly refine his game. The goal is to get a gold medal at Worlds?
And then I can quit and play golf and just leave you behind me. Like, take you out of my phone.
So here's the thing. The other day I was texting Michael on my way to Austin. And I was like, and Mike was talking to me about his recent performance at Pans. What'd you do at Pans?
Got a bronze.
He got a bronze. Okay, so then I was like, all right, Mike, so what do we got to fix? He's just like, listen, I just got to learn how to sweep these guys. If I could just sweep these guys, I'm gonna win. I was like, okay. How are you gonna sweep them? Well, they're so much bigger and stronger than me. I just need to sweep them. I was like, okay, if they're bigger and stronger than you, do you think maybe it would be a good idea to heist? And what'd you say?
I said no. But then, so here's the thing. Everything's credibility. Then the greatest grappler of all time said it's a good idea to heist and not just some...
So then later on...
A Puerto Rican guy with a sticker on his nose.
So then later on
now we're learning how to heist, okay?
So then later on we're having a conversation with Gordon, and then Gordon's like, I say to Gordon, I was like, Gordon, I was telling Michael to heist. What do you think? Obviously, Gordon's the greatest grappler alive right now. So his opinion does matter. And he was like, oh, yeah, 100% he should heist. I've been trying to get him to heist for 5 years.
More important question. Can we shift the subject? Did you pay for that T-shirt?
I did not pay for this T-shirt.
No, I did not think that you
This
did.
is a 5-finger discount.
Yes, I would think so.
Which is why Mike's going to be a perfect. All right, Mike's holding the camera. Okay, Mike, so the next one we're going to work on is, again, anytime you're in front of somebody, this possibility of their weight coming onto you is very real, okay? And again, when I look to heist, it's not that you can't heist with somebody's weight coming onto you. You can, and we're going to work on that in a second. But it would be much better if I can get into situations where their weight is not coming directly upon me. There are a few ways to do this. However, one of the best ways to do this is to simply get into a position where you're no longer directly in front of your opponent. Okay? So this next one we're gonna go over is from here. I'm gonna set my cross collar grip, just like so. Now, first thing I'm gonna start to do here, instead of looking to heist directly in front of Nate, what I'm gonna do is, all I'm simply gonna do is I'm gonna take my foot, I'm gonna hook the outside of his knee, and I'm gonna position myself outside. Now, from here, Nate has to respect the fact that I'm flanking him. If Nate does not respect the fact that I'm flanking him, my ability to drop level and start to hit him with doubles, or even just get completely behind him, is very obvious. So Nate's not gonna stay there. Nate's a high-level black belt. Like, he's not just gonna let me again. Nate's a high-level black belt. He's not gonna let me just flank him. So what he's gonna do is that when I place my knee, one, and I start to flank, he's gonna turn in circle. And when he turns in circle, I heist. Make sense? So now as I heist, I put my head in my forearm, same thing. I snap across, and now from here I start to create that back exposure. So let's look at this again. From here, I set the grip. Now before I even start the action or thinking of heisting, first I'm gonna try to flank the guy. So what I do is I take my left leg, I place my left leg outside his knee. Now from here, I go outside. Obviously, if he stays there, I have a lot of back exposure, I have a lot of leg exposure. He's gonna turn and face. I heist. Off that heist, I place my head down, I snap him across, and now from here, I'm fighting.
Same nogi?
Yeah, you could use that for nogi as well. All right, so I'm done with teaching Michael the private lesson. Now, gonna head home, grab a quick change of clothes, grab something quick to eat, and then I'm off to my school, 5 Stones Jiu-Jitsu in Millbury, to teach a 6 p.m. class today. Today's Monday. We don't technically have class today, but even on days where we don't actually officially have classes on schedule, I like to get in as much as possible to get in extra work with the students. I enjoy, obviously, doing jiu-jitsu. I would be doing jiu-jitsu anyways, because I do jiu-jitsu pretty much every day, except for Sundays. Sundays I take off, so if I can get in and get some extra work in with the students while also having a good time, I'd go ahead and I'd do it. So today's Monday. We're going to go in, have a session at 6 p.m. and I'll give you guys a sneak peek of that when I do it. I'll show you guys one of the techniques I'll teach. And then also on my way, you know, I like to listen to podcasts while I drive. I was listening to Russell Brand podcast, and he brought up that apparently there's like some what Russell Brand calls legacy media or mainstream media that are criticizing Andrew Huberman for being a womanizer, like apparently for, you know, sleeping around with a lot of women. And I haven't really looked into it like that deeply to honestly have a super educated opinion on that matter specifically. But I will say this. Okay, so you know, I'm a Christian. Anybody that follows me on social media knows that you know, I am a Christian. I read the Bible, and I hold to the moral laws that God outlines in the Bible. And you know, I do believe that sex outside of marriage is a sin, that fornication is a sin. With that said, am I going to hold somebody like Andrew Huberman to that? Meaning, like, do I expect Andrew Huberman to not sleep around? No. Like, why would I expect Andrew Huberman to not sleep around? If anything, it's the exact opposite. I would expect him to sleep around, right? If he's like a young male, good looking, obviously, and has access to a lot of different ladies, like, I would expect the guy to sleep around. But what I find most funny about the entire thing is that, apparently, according to what Russell Brand was saying, it's like mainstream or legacy media that is talking about Huberman being a womanizer or sleeping around, which is, it's so hypocritical and so ironic, because what moral high ground is a mainstream or legacy media standing on to criticize a single man that he's sleeping around? Like, you guys literally talk about how trans children should have access to hormones, or you talk about how, you know, gay rights or whatever the case may be. Like, what exactly is the issue, the moral high ground that you're standing on to be able to criticize Andrew Huberman for choosing to sleep around with a bunch of women? Like, he's a grown-ass man. Like, if he wants to sleep around with women, as long as it's consensual, like, what exactly is the deal? Like, I just don't see the consistency in the whole matter, in the whole issue. Kind of perplexing. I don't know if any of you guys have heard about it. I haven't had the time to research it, but if you have and you have an opinion on it, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Let me know what's good.
I'll do it. I'll slice and dice, baby. I'm ready to slice and dice.
Robin comes from really far. Where are you coming from to train here, Robin?
Manchester, New Hampshire.
How far is the drive?
About an hour and a half. But.
I'm not lying to y'all. People be coming from an hour and a half away to come train at Five Stones. Alright, so one more guard retention drill. I want you guys to keep working on the exact same things we've been working on, creating the head height, creating the hip height, posting and not allowing him to touch my head with that lead hand essentially, okay? Last thing I want you guys to work on is, for guard retention, is I want you guys to get used to this idea. I want you guys to get used to this idea that until I get some sort of advantageous gripping situation on him, he's going to be able to continue to harass me. Okay? So now what I want you guys to work on is, from here I'm still working on the exact same thing. Say for example, Walter's flanking me. I'm still covering that lead elbow. He flanks back the other way. Go ahead, Walter. Still covering it. Say for example, he drops to his knees. If I can build to my elbow, great. If I can't, I start using my knee prep to start getting back to advantageous positions. But I don't want you to stop there. What I want you guys to start to hunt for is to start to get to 2-on-1s. Okay? Start to get any type of situation where you get two hands on one of his arms. And from there, you know for a fact now when he tries to go back and start reflanking my guard, unless he gets rid of this 2-on-1, it means nothing. He can't pass my guard if I have a 2-on-1. Okay? So from here, same exact thing. Same exact drills I've been teaching you guys. He's going side to side. I'm practicing retaining. Until I get to some type of a 2-on-1. Once I get to some type of a 2-on-1, go ahead and enact some offense from there and get behind the guy. Make sense, guys? So now you're starting to hunt for 2-on-1s.
Yeah, there you go. Woo! That was nice. Yeah, good. Do that again.
Yo tuve que practicar. No tuve que hacerle esto y esto.
Let me paint that in like 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
Do this. So you bring all the thing with this technique is fake here, right? Okay. And then I take this for and then I shoot it. That's all it is.
1.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah, that's all it is. Do that slow start again. So, move back. Yeah, but actually take the high crunch.
But you're not moving your front leg.
Don't move your front leg.
The angle of the back leg.
So go here. I'm moving it. Just pivot the back. This isn't moving.
Just pivot?
Just pivot.
But don't pick it up.
Don't pick it up. There you go. Yeah. game pivot.
¿Cuál
It's like
es?
a straight line shot. I used to take it in high school.
I don't know. It's just you fake cop. Oh, sorry. Good. Yeah.
Ya. Ahora yo
Worth
te
it?
dejo con
What?
ese.
The fight? No.
No.
Wizard, Liora. Pituf arriba. Good. Liora sprawl. Pon el rodilla en el piso. No, sube. Rodilla derecha. Eso. Pituf, no te dejes que ella te colapsa. Pon la mano en el piso. Muy bien, cabeza. Arriba. Eso, muy bien. Ahora, empujando para adentro como un ram. Párate y coge la pierna otra vez. Pon rodilla en el piso. ¿No? Ok, muy bien. Ahora Pituf, para que no te caiga, pon una mano en el tatame. Cabeza duro. Duro, muy bien. Ahora, ¿no? Aguanta. Muy bien. Ahora cabeza adentro. Muy bien. Ahora, empujando con el cuerpo como un ram y párate otra vez. Muy bien, Pituf. Muy bien. Yes. Muy bien. Otra vez. Otra vez. Not bad. Otra vez. Pituf, otra vez.
¿Qué fue yo?
Muy bien. Cabeza. Muy bien. Wizard. Ok. Sprawl. Rodilla en el piso. Rodilla en el piso. Eso. Pituf, mano en el tatame.
Manuel.
Muy bien. Cabeza arriba. Duro. Como un ram. ¿No? Cabeza arriba. Ahí. Ahora, empuja duro y conecta la mano otra vez. Empuja, empuja. Nada, acá. Cuando... Dilo. Cable grip. Cable grip. Mira. Cable grip. ¿Ok? Hazlo en la pierna.
Aquí.
Cable grip. Eso no es cable grip.
Así.
Ah, muy bien. Ahora arriba, duro. Ahora, Liora va a hacer un sprawl. Wizard, wizard, Liora. No. Wizard, wizard. Muy bien. Sprawl. Muy bien. Ahora Pituf. Cuando tú sientes, no, pues está haciendo muy bien. Está haciendo muy bien. Cuando tú sientes que ella te empieza a bajar, pon la mano en el piso, en el tatame. Sí, quédate arriba, arriba. Eso. Ahora empuja otra vez. Empuja con tus pies y tu cabeza y coge el gable grip otra vez. Gable grip. Gable grip.
Papi.
Muy bien, not bad. Pero mira, gable grip. Gable grip.
Tienes sueño.
Muy bien. Ahora enséñame el Kosoto go behind.
¿Soda?
Sí. Tira tu pie por detrás. No. Empuja para adentro. Entra. Rodilla atrás. Eso. Ahora coge su tobillo. No. No, 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 no. Pon el codo en el piso. Pon el codo en el piso. No, ese no. Ese codo. Eso, muy bien. Mantén aquí, aguanta aquí. Muy bien. Ahora, gira para atrás. Muy bien. Ahora,
¡Pinto mi pelo!
no toques el pelo. Ahora, muy bien. Ahora, gira hasta, abre esta pierna. Muy bien. Coge su pie. Jálalo y ponlo en tu cadera. Jálalo y ponlo en tu cadera.
¿Cómo que cadera?
Aquí, ponlo. Shelf. Like shelf. Pito, quédate arriba, no te caigas. Sube.
Aquí, así.
Ok, ahora Liora. Quédate arriba. Ahora Liora, cabeza abajo. Coge el otro pie. Dame esto. Coge el otro pie. Ahora sube y corre un círculo. Corre, 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 corre. Eso, muy bien. Ahora cubre. Ok. Ahora, de aquí. Liora sprawl. Wizard, wizard. Wizard. Muy bien, sprawl. Muy bien. Mano en el piso para que no te tumbe hasta abajo. Muy bien. Si pones una mano en el piso, ahí te quedas arriba. Así, sube. Muy bien. Ahora, pon este pie detrás de ella.
Ella.
Sí. Circle, 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 circle. Eso. Pon el pie detrás. Muy bien. Very good. Very good. Ahora, rake. Muy bien. Ahora, pon el codo en el piso. Aquí, aguanta duro. Ahí, aguanta su
Suelta la
rodilla.
mano.
Sí, puedes soltar. No te caigas, quédate arriba. Ahora, abre este pie para afuera. Abre este pie. No te caigas, quédate arriba, no te caigas. Coge su pie. Sube. Eso. Muy bien. Ahora aquí. Muy bien. Ahora cambia. Cambia la mano. Coge el otro pie con esta mano. Ahora corre, sube y corre un círculo. Corre un círculo. Subiendo. Muy bien, Pituf. No te caigas. Quédate arriba. Sube tu pie. Ahí. Ahora corre un círculo. Eso, cubre. Ahora, muy bien, cubre. Ok, vamos ya.
Ahí.
No.
Ese era. Papi, ¿cómo tú nos pones